So when it comes to 3D printing, I always like to use Polymaker, and especially their new Panchroma filaments. They are amazing, and I still don't understand why not more people are using Panchroma from Polymaker. It's the best filament, having also a lot of colors. Look at how beautiful that looks like. My gosh, I know, Zach, I don't know where he is, he just left. And I thought, like, why not making a little advertisement of Polymaker? Go to polymaker.com and get your Panchroma or many other amazing filaments from Polymaker. I know, this sounds a little bit sketchy, but trust me, if you are looking for some filaments, don't look any further. Just head out to polymaker.com or maybe Panchroma. Oh, let's head over to that. Let's copy one of your amazing spools and say hi from Polyfilm.
Hello. Hey, hello, this is Zachary from Zachary 3D Prints. Oh my god. What is going on? It's been a while, I know. There are a lot of monsters in this room, I also know. But hey, that's okay. Hey, Dale Mac 3D. Good evening, Zach. Hello, everyone. Hey, Dale, how are you doing? 3DP UK. How's it going? Phil? Tunkai. Hey, how are you doing? Buzzkill Bill Z. Hey, from Recreated 3D. Is it the Bill that I have seen before? One of my favorites at events. There he is. Indeed. Here I am. I need to try some of their... Oh. COPE. I don't know what COPE is. I'm just a noob trying to print something. I know. But hey, that's okay. So, how is everybody doing? I mean, the last stream was like a month ago. Last week, around the same time, I was sitting in the... No, was 4 o'clock, and I was at the college gymnasium. At least I was at the, setup. What you have seen during the Wednesday video. Wait, Zach, did you post 2 videos this week? Yes, I did. No, a week ago. I'm this type of guy that goes to an event, comes back basically directly afterwards. So flying on Monday, being back on Tuesday, and then Wednesday I'm just going back to my normal life. I mean, I would like to stay in places like Aberdeen or Loveland, Colorado, but the thing is, once the event is over, some people stay on Sunday and leave on Monday morning. So yeah, I can stay, but the problem is the fun is over. And I'm this type of guy that if something is going to end, I will rip the bandit off and just continue with my life, because yeah, it was fun as long as it lasted, but the normal everyday life continues and we need to move on. So next year, the 3DPrintopia will be held in Philadelphia in the Pennsylvania Convention Center in downtown Philadelphia. I did look it up. It is indeed in the middle of the city center. So yeah, it's going to be way different. Same people? Yes. Different audience? I think there will always be those crazy dudes hanging around with a wig called Polyfill. But guess what? There is something I didn't tell you about. You're going to notice very soon. Maybe I'm going to talk about it right here in chat. Maybe the person who I have helped out will also be here in the stream. I don't know. If you know, you know. Yeah. Anyways, I had a lot of fun. I miss the days. It has been so much fun hanging out with a lot of people. I noticed, you know, if Zach is very into, you know, concentration, I hear stuff. I can respond to it, but not registering it. You know that? You know that feeling? Well, I'm this type of guy, yeah? You know? I will respond if you say like, "Hey Zach, I had that as well." That was in the middle of the video from today, on the ring, or in the ring, so the upper section of the event, and somebody said, "Hey Zach," or no, "Hey Zachary, how are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm doing great." I was like, "Zach, somebody was talking to you." So you see me, but I don't see all the people that, yeah, I see Tunkai, I have seen in real life. Bill, I did see in real life. Non-fam, I did see in real life. So yeah, if I have seen your face in real life before, then it's for me easy to memorize. I don't want to be very, you know, insulting or offensive, but I'm sorry if I did respond without actually responding. So during the editing of the video from today, I heard that and I was like, oh, this is bad. Yes. Oh, my friend Bill. Cool. 2 weeks ago, right? No, I mean your last stream. Oh, could be. I'm curious. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Could. Yeah. No, 20 days ago. So basically 3 weeks. YouTube should fix tagging function on mobile. I dockside hate it. Yeah. So I've got a Discord. If possible, Tunkai, can you post a link? That would be amazing. Tunkai, he's the basically super moderator of the Discord server. I once created the Discord, but I actually don't know how it exactly works. I'm in a few people's Discord, but I still need to figure out how Discord exactly works. Tunkai has more knowledge about it, so we talked about it when he picked up here some items. One of them is the P1P. I said, Tunkai, I need more space for some polymaker filament, for example. but also some other things. Yeah, Discord, that's basically the after party after the live stream. So if you want to hang out, if you want to join Discord, there will be a link posted pretty soon. Feel free to post things in the sections where they supposed to be placed. So there is also a Zach React and also Rate My Setup. So if you have an amazing workshop with all your 3D printers, or you just, tossed a 3D printer into a corner of your living room, also those kind of pictures of the setups I want to rate. Maybe I'm going to make a video about it. There will also be some other places where you can post your problems with certain things within 3D printing. We can find a solution. We can help each other out. So I want to be the Discord being a place where people can, shoot their shit, or shoot their amazingness, or shoot some weird, goofy stuff as well. So that is the place to be. It's going to be more and more used. I'm going to check with Polymaker if I can do also a giveaway once in a while there as well. And maybe do some other crazy stuff. Shit. Anyways. Bunch of weirdos in Philadelphia who play with these new fangled 3D printers. Oh yeah, really? I have no idea where you are talking about. I do have a positron standing here, and I did finish printing a Banshee on it. There will be a video. I was thinking about it today during my work. I was thinking like, yeah, I can make a video out of that. Because last year I won the positron, and this year I had the feeling like I need to bring the positron back where it came from, because there were some little things that still needed to be fixed. Because as you would know, this positron is officially named after the LobbyCon. Pin message. So there is the Discord link posted by Tunkai. It's a safe link to click on. It's not spam. It's not scammy. It's not some malware thing going on. It's just a legit Discord server link. If you haven't joined Discord yet, please do so. It's going to be amazing. In the future, there are more things going to happen. But back to the positron. So the official name for the positron is called Lobbytron, because this positron was built on Sunday evening and Monday morning in the lobby from the hotel where I stayed together with all other people, which the majority did as well. Yeah, so it's printing well. There are some little things that I'm going to highlight during the video about the positron traveling to 3DPrintopia. I didn't focus really hard on making a video about that, but you will see what I am trying to show. It's just great. Some tips and tricks basically. YouTube. Okay. I'm on my mobile. Okay. So I have read all the messages here. So please post some questions, post some amazingness here in this chat. This is the 3DPrintopia after party. Of course, there was already an after party. Oh, just joined. I see a name here, and I have a strong feeling that I know who this is. Is it the same name as on Twitch, basically? Kind of. Yeah, so Zach, and going to events, how is it going to look like for the future? I don't know. Hey, Gary T, how are you doing? Oh, Nonfam, is that you? You just joined the Discord? That's so awesome. How are you? How have you been, buddy? Yeah, so I mentioned that in the previous live stream, I guess. Dealing with some issues, some things inside of my head, basically. So for one of the reasons, I just checked between 3DPrintopia and the previous event, like, you know, the Rocky Mountain Rap Fest, were like less than 10 folders in between. Each folder contains a specific kind of video topic or video thing that I made for the purpose of bringing it out. So that event was in the 5th month, in May, and I made basically 14 videos in total, but eventually it were like 7, 8 maybe. So I didn't post a lot of videos. I'm going to make more videos, but what I want to do is post more quality content over quantity. So I don't need to slack, but I also don't need to rush anything. So I'm trying to do my best in order to post as much as possible, if possible, but putting more time and efforts in it in order to get some decent quality based videos. More storyline driven, I try to, but for a how-to tutorial, I don't know how to make a, you know, storytelling kind of video, because I'm from the era that, yeah, sorry, 5 years ago feels like an era, where you received a product or bought a product that came in and you are going to swap it. You are just going to cut out the shit and just make a video, post it, and done. And those videos did very well for that time. But now you have to hire some directors, some video editors, some title specialists and thumbnail graphic designers and stuff like that in order to post a video that gets instantly more than 1,000 views per hour, something like that. I don't know. So I need to work on that. So taking more time, making sure that some of my gear is getting better or getting upgrades or getting replaced. Don't be afraid, PC. Nothing is going to happen with you. No, nothing yet. Yeah. I bought a brand new camera. The Canon M50 I was using for like 4 or 5 years. Very nice, very decent with a wide angle. But now I have a Sony ZV-10A camera with wide angle. Nice camera. I was talking with Dylan. Dylan by Layers or something like that. I don't know. I talked with him about the camera and some other stuff as well. So there are some things that I'm going to try out. I really need to step up the game. So that is a little thing that I also wanted to mention and highlight. Bionic. Yeah, I know. Okay. A bit sad. it's going way better. I'm not there yet, but I'm working on it. So this year 3DPrintopia was way different than I used to. But let's say it like this. The first year was exploring. So I made the footage. So basically like a little report, recap kind of thing. I don't know how other people see these kind of events and how it's supposed to be recorded. But in my honest opinion, I'm thinking like every booth, how cool or how little as they are, needs a space in the video. You can also shoot only for some types of video content. You can make some videos to only publish that what is needed. Fine, no problem there. But you know, the thing is that I do like to cover as much as possible. Every single year I did do also some interviews, stepping out of my comfort zone and just doing interviews. I was thinking about it to do one, but I eventually did do something else. I'm going to talk about it. So interviews doing in public is a thing that I also have to learn. I do see some of the feedback, some of the, you know, how the video is doing, how the video is performing basically. So for this coming time, I'm going to do some other things. So going to 3DPrintopia or Smurf or Rumurf or other events, I'm going to go with a purpose. So this type of content that you saw this year or this Friday, I hope to keep doing it, but depends on what I do at the event, if that makes sense. Now, stop being mysterious, Zach. So what happened at 3DPrintopia that you changed it a bit, or that you are going to change? Well, there was this German guy that I said early Saturday morning, like, oh, should I bring my I have my positron with me. I can set it up here at your table so that you have also a printer working on your booth as well. The only thing is that I need to do a few little things on it so that you can use it, or so that it can be moving and printing, because you know it's a 3D printing event, and a 3D printing event without a printer is, you know, like, okay, but meh. He has himself, he has also a positron, so he's quite familiar with it, and I was like, yeah, I just want to put the printer there, and so that he can tell also about the printer. Now the thing is, halfway during the day he got sick, and at that moment I was sitting there trying to fix the positron. So he asked me, Zach, can you stand in for me? And I said, like, yeah, I can cover. I don't have any problems with that. And then he asked the other German guy to drive him back to the hotel. And then he asked me, can you cover his table as well? And I said, like, I do want to do that, but you know, I had some difficulties with that because I know the channels, but I don't have the knowledge if people are asking me some serious questions about electroplating. So I replaced Jantek at his table for the Sunday, but the Saturday he asked somebody else to do that. Had a nice time. Was nice guy, and he knows a little bit more of the channel from Jantek. I, like mentioned, I do watch some 3D printed content on YouTube, but not all of them. I know generally what they do, but I cannot talk in all the details about the videos. So yeah, I had for 1.5 days I was covering somebody's table, which I never thought that I would do. So it was quite funny, actually. Yeah, I was on Saturday. I was working on the positron to fix it first, and Sunday morning I had to finish it, and I got it to work. So I could stand, I could talk with people, I could restart a new print every 15 minutes, 60 minutes, well, basically every 20 minutes. So I was already, before the 3DPrintopia started, I was thinking like, yeah, maybe I should pay for a table and just have a table instead of walking around. But I also do want to walk around, which I'm not able to if I have a table. But now it's basically like, yeah, just screw it. I just go for a table next times. And now the thing I bought at Target Monday, on Monday I bought a carry-on suitcase to put the positron in there and some other stuff. So I have a few new spools of filament, something you cannot get in the Netherlands. So yeah, I'm going to do a booth for the events. And I've got a suitcase, a carry-on suitcase, which I can use to bring actual stuff to events. So, and the next event will be Smurf. So yes, I'm going to see which week or which weekend it is going to be. See with the planning, see with my wife, see if everything is okay to have a table. How's that? So for the people living in the UK, you will see me at Smurf. Not walking around, you can visit anytime. So I will be more prepared, have something with me to show off, to have a video running and talk with people about stuff. Maybe do a raffle, because hey, people like free stuff and winning stuff, so hey, why not doing that? And of course, one of the projects that I am going to continue with is going to be the Z-Core, and it happens to be that the printer is also portable as well. But you will see that in a later video. I have some ideas. Or maybe I spend so much time on other things that I don't get to it, and eventually I don't do it. That's also possible. But hey, I've got small printers. Indeed, I think the idea is cool. I know that the tables at Smurf will cost more money, since they are also fundraising for SMF. So, and you know, they do it for charity, but not for the charity for the purpose that people have free tables, you know. Oh, Dale says, I'm going to try to get there. Oh, that would be awesome. And since I have a table there, I can also do a live stream, you know? I think it's not that hard to do. Or maybe it is, I don't know. Not like 2 or 3 hours live stream, but just for an hour or something, because also the data. Some other projects, I was really thinking long about this, or not long, but several moments during the day. There are some printer builds going to come. So I'm going to make more stuff instead of, you know, talking about stuff. No, making more stuff. And maybe I will give some away. You never know. So anyways, so I've got in total 3 spools of filament. Is that right? Yeah, that's correct. So to start with the first one, this is a very beautiful color. It's called an elixir. And if you hear the term elixir, what is the first thing that you think about? Printed solid. Jesse Premium Elixir. Aquamarine. Look how beautiful that this looks like. It's a nice blue, light bluish, metallic kind of color. Very beautiful. So the next one, I don't want to be very boring, but this, once the positron was ready to print, where is the best place to look for filament if you are at 3DPrintopia? Of course, some Polymaker filament. Starlight Pulsar. I don't know if Joel was very happy to see me asking the question. I don't want to say that he was looking worried, but I mean, like, hey, magic potion. Yeah, indeed. So I've got here, and that's what I meant with looks a little bit like the other one. This is the Starlight Pulsar, and on camera it isn't doing any justice because I like blue lights or blue purple light, and this is basically a blue light purple kind of color. Starlight chroma. When it prints amazing. You will see in the video this coming week I will be posting some additional footage. So if you are not subscribed, I know that the people who are writing in the chat are subscribed to the channel, or else they couldn't do that. But beautiful filament in real life. And then I had this random dude from Polymaker coming to me, not polyfill, he had some nice filament as well, and this is called HT PLA GF glass filled. Power tool yellow. I have here a spool of Polymaker power tool yellow. So I'm going to do something with this, but it's GF. I think glass filled, and I think this is also. I see here something with an AMS standing, so I don't know. I cannot read it. I need new glasses. Yeah. Which kind of glasses do Zach want? Well, basically the same kind of what I have now. But I'm also a techie guy, and meta glasses look nice, but then with cameras, not everybody is, you know, into cameras. But very beautiful Polymaker filament. Just normal regular PLA, but high tension, no, high temp, I believe. It is looking amazing. Now the question comes, how can I get a spool of Polymaker filament? Well, in 30 minutes, I will post a link where you can enter for the giveaway. I can post it sooner if people want to have that. I will post that link sooner. Oh yeah. Yeah, some other things are coming. I spoke with somebody from Prussia. I got a confirmation of something, so I need to see if the thing that I requested is actually going to happen and come. You're going to love it. It's something that I have never seen done before. So it would be amazing. Oh, and I colored my hair black again, as you can see, but my hair is a little bit long. You know, it was Wednesday, and it is basically the day that I'm going to leave in the direction of the airport. What I usually do, I start doing it, and I every single time did it. You know, going on the Wednesday evening to the airport, just take a train from Venray railway station to Nijmegen, and from Nijmegen all the way to Schiphol Airport. I will be there at almost around 11 o'clock p.m. in the evening, and then hanging out, drinking coffee, sitting, sleeping a little bit, waiting till I can get the next day on the airplane. That's how I do it. And the strange thing is, if I arrive in the US, I'm not tired. I'm awake. I go to bed at 11 p.m. in the evening their time. Even 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning, what I usually do here in the Netherlands as well. And then getting out of bed at 7:30 a.m. in the morning next day. And then if I go back to the Netherlands, like I did Monday, I will sleep a little bit. I will hang. I will drink some coffee. I do different kind of crazy stuff. Then I arrive on Tuesday at home. I just do my thing. I'm just unpacking everything. I am going to bed, watch a movie together with my wife or a series. Then I'm going to sleep. Next day I get out of bed. I'm going to work. I'm going to do my everyday thing. And I'm not tired. Hey, TGL, how are you doing? I need to go. We'll be back in like an hour. See you later. Okay, cool. So yeah, that is basically how I did it every single time, and I never got any problems. No jet lag. I mean, first flying to a place like 6 hours behind and then flying back. It's wild. Did I made it back safe and sound? Oh, I did. TGL, were you also at 3DPrintopia? Did with your daughter? Oh, give you a maker chip. Ah, wait a minute. I'm just going to grab a maker chip. Hey, Steph, how are you doing, sir? Great to see you. Huh. Yeah, usually I do also maker chips, but last 2 times when I was flying with maker chips, I had problems with it because in that box right over there, that box here, it is so dense and compact, and every single security check, my bag was pushed out to check what was inside of the box because of the density. So this is Mitch, this is Big Creator. Cookie Cat? Yeah, that looks like Cookie Cat. This one, right? TGL. Yeah. Cool. So I've got some of the maker chips. This one, of course. What does HLL mean? Then I've got here one. This is from Karen Creates. Karen Chow, designer. Also a very pretty one. I saw her last year. I know that Karen was there, but I never had a face with the name. So when I saw on Twitter this year that she was going, I saw a Asian girl standing at the entrance, and I was like, wait, you are Karen, right? So yeah. This is a very nice one. This is from 3D Fuel, I think. It's very smooth. And of course, a QR code. Then we have from Justin. Yeah, usually I also want to give some maker chips, you know, but the thing is, like I mentioned, the box was giving me all the time problems. Mitch 3D. Then from Nate's Print Shop. Also very smooth. Very pretty as well. Then I see this. I would say Cookie Cat. But I'm not really sure about that. Because basically I didn't collect the maker chips during my round. I was busy recording, of course. But, you know. Then Milne. Cute. Nice. Then an Oreo kind of maker chip. I have a hard time reading what it says because it is dark and my glasses. Very clean print. I hope the QR code works. And also this one, very nice. Somebody took the efforts to put in 2025. But the cool thing about this, oh, it was the guy that was working together with Karen Chow. It was basically a little squeaky. Fun little thing that, you know, you don't think about it, just make a chip and you're done with it. But this is an actual you know, purpose driven. Very cool. And then also from Josh Recreator 3D, sort of keychain hanger. So there is a bunch of stuff that I'm going to make in preparation for Smurf gift handouts, freebies, free stuff, so that people remember the booth and the channel, of course. Yeah, so basically like mentioned, I didn't collect a lot. The only thing that I did was bringing my positron back home. Yeah, there was this one thing I do want to mention that I don't know if it is a normal thing to say, but I will say it anyways because I don't care. So I was flying this year, unlike the other years, to 3DPrintopia with Play. Normally I will fly with Play Airlines, and say budget airliner. They are located in Iceland, and they have those red planes. Can a plane be red? Yes, a plane can be red for them. They fly from Amsterdam to Keflavik, Iceland, and then from there to Baltimore Airport. In my case, Baltimore Washington International Airport. So I mean, I had to book a different flight because the last part of the return flight was cancelled from their side. I don't know why, because later on I checked everything and they were just flying. Anyways, I took a different airliner, KLM, because Netherlands. They had a little bit nice deal because the others were a lot of money, expensive. So I took KLM, but they are partnered together with Delta Airlines. So just imagine flying from Amsterdam directly to Atlanta. There I have to get out of the plane and then take a flight from Atlanta to Baltimore Washington International Airport. I was like, why? Why not flying directly to Baltimore? Anyways, no problems there. On the way back, there I had a problem because Zach went with a backpack and all the stuff that I wanted to bring. And then Zach came back with a backpack and a carry-on suitcase. I made the choice, but I knew from my booking that it was include a personal item bag that fits under the seat and a carry-on. So, for the little understanding, in the carry-on was a positron with a glass bed. And I didn't bring my Pelican case. I used something else. But I will talk about that in a video upcoming. So, yeah. You can guess what happened. But it didn't. The glass didn't break. There are some little dents inside of the carry-on suitcase because it was a hard plastic cover. But I was like, my carry-on case had to go into the cargo hall from the airplane instead of in the overhead compartments. Because I was in zone 7 and I was like, can I get my carry-on case back if I'm in Atlanta? No, it will reach your final destination and there you can take the suitcase. I was like, I don't want that. But there was no other option. But then I walked inside of the plane to my seat and I was all the way in like row 30. So I was all the way in the back. And I saw on the left and the right hand side people just putting their small bags, like backpacks, like handbags, inside of the overhead cabin storage. I mean, those are going under the seat in front of you. So I put a complaint there. I was like, yeah, I paid that I can have a personal bag and a carry-on inside of the plane, not in the cargo hold. It's so stupid. I never encountered that because I always took just only a backpack, but I don't want to have this anymore for the future because I'm paying for that. So I was not so amused of it. I didn't like it, but yeah, it's what it is. I mean, the printer didn't get damaged, just a tiny bit. Nothing too crazy. I could fix it with some glue because I didn't want to reprint the whole part again and then disassemble the whole extruder in order to install it again. It's annoying. So yeah, it was quite annoying. It was. I saw 3 Snapmaker U1s. One was standing at the booth from STL Denise. One was standing at the booth from, I believe, Polymaker. Wasn't really clear if it was Polymaker or Hue. No, I think HueForge. And some other place. How is everybody doing? Just listening, watching the television with me on screen. Is there something you want to see? Okay, some crazy stuff. So I'm going to prepare a link. So the link is active. But of course, you know the drill, right?
So when it comes to 3D printing, I always like to use Polymaker, and especially their new Panchroma filaments. They are amazing, and I still don't understand why not more people are using Panchroma from Polymaker. It's the best filament, having also a lot of colors. Look at how beautiful that looks like. My gosh, I know, Zach, I don't know where he is, he just left, and I thought, like, why not making a little advertisement of Polymaker? Go to polymaker.com and get your Panchroma or many other amazing filaments from Polymaker. I know, this sounds a little bit sketchy, but trust me, if you are looking for some filaments, don't look any further. Just head out to polymaker.com or maybe Panchroma. Oh, let's head over to that. Let's copy one of your amazing spools and say hi from Polyfilm.
So I'm back. Music back. Hey, hello Raj. How are you doing? Did you meet Steve Bills? Let me check. Yeah. Yeah, I'm. Yeah. No, I met Steve Bills. I know this guy only as Steve. I don't know the channel behind it. That's stupid, I know. I always like this dude. He's amazing, he's cool, he's so chill. A person to hang out with. I didn't know that he had a YouTube channel, by the way. I'm subscribed to it. Yeah, for the amount of subscribers that he has and the videos, he's doing great. Smurf, are you going by car or by or plane? I'm taking the airplane because it's in Manchester. I drove a few times in the UK, but I don't want to drive there. Yeah, the Smurf is going to be held in Manchester, UK. He will planning to come to Smurf. Oh, that's cool. I have seen Steve so many times that I always think that he is just like me everywhere. When there is something to do with forum, you will see Steve. And I think last year he was there too. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. The guy with the long beard and the same hair color. That's so cool. I like Steve. He's nice. He's when we see each other, we always talk about different things, all the things, you know. So yeah, I was also thinking about to build a certain 3D printer from the Positron family. I was thinking about it today, you know. When I'm building a Doron, then I want to have a kit from LDO if possible. But I don't think that LDO has a kit for that. And I don't want to buy a other brand kind of, you know, kit. I may see you at Smurf. Yes, and I will have a booth if they are not sold out. Then I need to hang out with Georgie and see if I can get a table. Yeah, there is one other kit that I really would like to have. Yeah, I can't say buy, but if I buy all the good things, I don't have any money left. I mean, I have to do a purchase that I agreed with somebody from Prusa with. Then I need to see if I get what I asked. Yeah, I will get what I asked for. Because no, that's NDA. Basically, you will see it soon. But one of them has to do with the Core 1. That one is going to get a brother. But then the other ones are getting a sibling as well. Or sibling. A sibling. Bling, 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 bling. I'm building a Micron 180R1 at the moment. Ooh, that's nice. It's the smallest Foron, right? Like basically the Foron 0 minus something like that. I do need to mention that the second Foron that I built, the 0.2 from LDO, that kit is so amazing. I mean, yes, I understand it's a bit more money, like double the money of a Formbot kit, but then, oh my god, it's such a fun build. The Kirigami bed, it's a little bit searching how you need to assemble it and then continue with the normal assembly guide. But, oh my gosh, so nice. And don't mix it together with the cyborg kit. Metal mechanical kit. No go. Yes, it's the new version. Ooh. But 180, like 180 by 180? Zach, you have YouTube open here. Why don't you look it up? Voron. Dude. Oh yeah, it's a zero like, but then with 100. Oh wait, I see. It is basically a 2.4, but then the 180 version. If I see how the bed is like and a flying gantry, the gantry is moving up and down. That's nice. Yeah, it's basically an 2.4, but then the 180 version. So cool. Yeah. Yeah, of course, FormBot. And then for 550 USD, you have a FormBot kit. If LDO sells them, buy them from LDO. That's all I'm saying. I have a V2.4 from Cyborg, and it was a fun build. Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah, I mean, nothing against Cyborg, but I mean, like, I had the metal, metal mechanical set. The, a lot of things that you normally would print, they were all CNC out of aluminum or metal. But for the skirt, nothing was fitting. I'm using a 50-15 frame. Oh yeah. A printer that I won't want to buy after seeing some of the issues is the Elegoo Centauri Carbon. Did you hear about the electrical connection between the base and the tool head? Oh, LDO will release the kit in about 4 weeks. I mean, if I look at it, the 180 is basically a small Prusa like size, Prusa minis kind of size. I saw Jason from LDO several times. I did say hello and talked a few lines with him, but I didn't do a full interview about the upcoming things. Yeah, I should do that a little bit more, I guess. Yeah, the Sparky tool ad. Oh my gosh, I saw that passing by. I was like, nope. I mean, if you have something like that, I don't know what Elegoo's mindset was, making the connection right on the spot where there's also a hinge. But I mean, like, if the tool head constantly moves over the X and Y plane, you're getting a lot of strain on a specific point. And if you have the cable going in a little small band and then it moves, it has some freedom to move, right? That's why with some of the printers you see how they did it. But in this case, I saw from somebody on TikTok, I saw the video and I was like, holy crap, they didn't do it like that, right? Yes, they did. They actually did it like that. Oh my gosh. Wrong. Yeah, basically, if you are cutting cost, you are cutting some other things as well in the process. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why a connection point is right on the top where also the hinge is. But yeah, it's what it is. Let's see. Is there anything on my side? Oh, there's also a thing that I saw passing by in the US on Facebook, and then I saw it passing by yesterday, or yeah, yesterday evening when I was scrolling through some reels on Facebook. I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to buy that. So that is also going to come quickly. Yeah, so fun times. Yeah, we are in the first week of October. It's basically around 12 weeks before the year ends. So there are several things coming. I'm going to continue with, of course, the Ender NG build. I hope to finish it as quick as possible during live streams. There is one type of printer that is going to be amazing. It's going to get a special place and needs also a lot of space above it in order to, you know, place it correctly. Yeah, a second core 1 is coming because I have the MMU still sitting in the corner to be assembled, but that one first need to have a first impression video released before I'm going to make an actual review about it. Or maybe I can do a review, but hey, I can make as much as I want to. Yeah, there's also a printer here going to be given away to somebody, but first I need to have a 8-to-1 adapter hub kind of thing in order to have it working. We have there the Prusa Mark II frame. I'm also going to do something with that. And also one of the other things that I want to build is a Prusa Mendel meets 2026. I mean, by the time that I'm going to do the video about that, then you will see it. Am I spoiling the beans? Spilling the beans? Yeah, I think I do. Oh well. Yeah, I've heard it here before. So if somebody comes with an original idea, then you know where it came from. But a big question, am I going to be in Jerry's live stream tomorrow? Maybe. Or maybe not, I don't know. I want to. But I also want to do something else. I don't know. Yeah, so the Wonder Maker ZR is standing on the spot where the Reality Ender 6 was standing. Where did I put that one? Oh yeah, it's standing on the other side of the wall. Ooh, it's standing in the area where the old printers are going. I've got here some other printers standing as well. I will be doing more, you know, fixing printers, repairing, and maybe potentially giving them away to people that want to pick them up. Don't come and visit me before I'm going to give them out. Somebody here in chat knows how it works, basically, right? I mean, I need to make some space. I want to give some printers away, but I cannot ship them. So if for some reason you want to have a printer, I can flat pack it. I can make sure that it is, you know, that I can ship it to you. Fine, but I'm not going to pay for the shipping fees. If you're living in the Netherlands or close by the Netherlands and you don't mind to travel, then it's fine. Then you can pick it up. Sometimes I can also reach out to bring it to you. But then, hey, I do want to have a coffee. Or else I don't do it. Just kidding. Or, hey, Monster. Monster is also okay. Hey, Sunny Sniper, I'm back. Hey, welcome back. I want another printer. That's what we all want, dude. I've run out of the room for my printers. Oh, I can also run out of the room for printers, but basically getting a can of Monster, I will do in a few seconds. Tunkai says never heard or saw a printer giveaway. No, you never saw that? Wow. Yeah. You don't know anything about that, right? Where are you living, Raj? I mean, if you come by car, you can put it on your back seat or inside of the trunk from the car and then drive back home. Okay. I almost want to say, oh, I can. No, I can't. Because if I'm going by plane, yeah, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Because then I am going to limit myself. Yeah. But talking about giving away printers, I will do a giveaway live stream since I reached the 10,000 subscribers and I still didn't do a giveaway live stream. I want to see which kind of companies want to support this channel. I have done it before in the past with a whole lot smaller subscriber count. I just want to have some nice attractive prices to give away. 3D Jake already reached out and said like they want to do a gift card kind of thing, so that's nice. I think Polymaker, but the last couple of weeks I don't know what's happening with me or with my social media platforms, but you know, if I post something on Twitter, maybe 100 people saw that post, some people responded to it or liked the tweet but didn't really respond to it. So I need to figure something out. I do put in some own money or giving a print away, for example, but don't expect a H2D from or H2S from Bamboo Labs because I don't have it. And yeah, almost 2,000 euros for it. It ain't going to happen. Or maybe Bamboo Labs says, hey, Zach, we are sponsoring you one printer. Or maybe two. One for you to have and the other one to give away. Yeah, I need to ask Bamboo Labs about that. No, they don't want to do that. I need to have at least more than 10,000 views on average per video, or else they don't do that. I have asked that before, and that was their answer back then. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it does happen that I will give away a printer. Tunkai knows it. I gave him the KA because for me, I was done with the printer. I do get some questions and I do see that my content is being shared all over the world about some of the settings of some of the slicer settings for the KA. But yeah, I'm done with it, and I don't mind to give the printers that especially the ones that I got for free, to give away for free to other people. For example, the Bamboo Labs. Tunkai bought it for me. I'm not going to talk about what he gave to me, but it was a fun deal, right? I think so. So yeah. UK to the Netherlands is only 5 hours and 47 minutes. Oh. Oh, we can meet somewhere at the parking spot, somewhere, you know, halfway. Yeah, amazing deal. Yeah, it was amazing. Crazy and amazing. A deal, if you would read it at the marketplace kind of stuff, you know, like nobody's going to accept that deal, you know? I'm from the generation, if the price sounds too good to be true, then usually it isn't. Well, not in Zach a case, right? How about going together to Smurf with my car? I don't know. Because I usually travel on the Thursday, and Thursday evening or late afternoon evening, I will be at the hotel, meeting up with people, talking, hanging out, stuff like that. I need to see how I'm going to do that for next year. And also going back on Monday, then arriving somewhere. So technically we can do that. Do you really want to drive all the way through Manchester by car? Did you ever drove in England before with your car? I mean, I drove with my own car, not the one that I currently have, but a previous car. Not the, yeah, one of my previous cars. But then last year, no, 2 years ago, I rented a car in England, in the UK, and I was so fed up with it that I thought, like, no, I'm not going to do that ever again. I will take an Uber just from the airport to the hotel. I like 20 euros. And the airplane ticket was like 120. Yeah, Raj, that's completely right. Driving in the UK is fine and easy. Yeah, total makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. How do you drive in the Netherlands? As long as you have SatNav. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, that's a true point as well. It's a company car. then then your manager or your boss or anybody who sees the mileage on your car, like, what the oh, where did you drive to England? As a matter of fact, yes, I did. You drove from Poland to the UK. Wow. I'm not going to promise anything, but give me some time, and I mean, I can randomly shout something, and I'm always coming to my promises. Right, Tunkai? I give one printer away to. I give basically to all of not all, but on people that come regularly in the. That is going to sound very sus, right? No, but I've done that with many people. A few are living close by. One in Belgium, one in Maastricht. So basically, one that was living in the northern part of the Netherlands, he got the BQ-BX. I gave one Creality and 3V2 to somebody that was living in Maastricht. I gave 3 printers to somebody in living in Belgium. 2 printers to somebody in North Holland. And I give my neighbor from across the street 1 printer, 2 printers to my brother, who is also coming regularly in the stream. And yeah, and I think 1 or 2 giveaway printers during brand new printers. One was the Creality Ender 2 Pro, the one cantilever arm kind of printer. A brand new one. And another one, I don't know. I really like the K2 Plus or the K1 Max. Oh, I bet you do. No issues. We are allowed to drive to other countries. Okay, cool. No. Yeah, I was thinking about it to do one trip to Prague for a purpose, but I need to make appointments, stuff like that, and arrangements. My first 3D printer was an Ender 3 Pro, and I gifted it to a workmate. Yeah, I swapped my SV06 from Solvo with a Creality Ender 3 normal, standard, regular one, with somebody that is in the bowling club, because his printer was not working well. He had all the time he had issues with it, and since he had a small kind of business, I said to him, like, hey, you know what, I have a good working SV06. If we swap them, you can have mine and I will keep yours, and I can see if I can fix it in the future, maybe. So there is a link in a pinned link in the chat. If you just joined, there is a giveaway live stream going on, or just a spool of Polymaker that I will give away. You don't need to pay anything for it. The only thing that you need to do is just click one time. Don't enter multiple times. It has no use, because in the back end I see the same name passing by, because you need to give your YouTube name in order to be tagged. If you are not taggable, you don't win anything. So keep that in mind if you are entering for a free spool of Polymaker. This one spool of Polymaker. So for a couple of examples, I've got here a nice spool of Polymaker. They gave it to me on Sunday when they were cleaning up. It's the Polymaker HT PLA GF glass filled. It's Power Tool Yellow. How does Power Tool Yellow look like? Hey, the Americans, they have this thing with tools, with power tools. Well, if this isn't Power Tool Yellow, I don't know. It's a nice vacuum sealed bag. If I was this is an idea that I have for a while, since I see people punching holes into here because it's so satisfying. You know, you have to use it with caution. You have to open it like it is intended. But who will do that? And especially if you are going to make open, especially if you are going to use half of the spool anyways, right? Yeah, basically the wall's yellow. But my power tools are Makita, blue, teal color. I know this sounds a little bit sketchy. I know a guy at the at 3DPrintopia that was actually selling the Makita color, and I was like, why didn't I bought a spool of their filament? 3D Fuel was it? One of the other cool filaments, and I actually printed with it. It's the Starlight from Panchroma Polymaker, and I mean, this looks blue, but in real life this is a very nice light blue, light purple kind of color with sparkle in it as well. It is looking beautiful, but this is blue on camera because of my lights being blue, because I like blue and purple. Does it sound gay? Yes. Do I care? No. I mean, this Banshee is blue and this one is also blue. You don't see the difference on camera, but in person I do see the difference. Does it make any difference? No. Do I care? No. Anyways, so we have this Starlight, very beautiful filament. Of course, I did use it on the positron. So pretty, isn't it? Yes, that's what I said. So if you want a spool of Polymaker and you want to see this, all my tools are DeWalt. That sounds amazing. And then I've got a spool that here in the Netherlands we don't easily can get. And Nomad actually promised me to give me a spool of filament. This was actually before 3DPrintopia standing ready. It's printed solid Jesse PLA Elixir. Also a very beautiful blue color. I know. You will see videos where I'm going to actually print with this and printing some cool stuff out of it. And just like mentioned, I don't want to waste filament. I don't want to print unnecessary stuff. So in the coming weeks, you will be seeing me printing some cool functional things to show off. Why? Because oh no, also not in Europe. The only way to get Polymaker filament is through 3D Jake at our site. So I think in the UK, I think Vector 3D sells Polymaker filament. No, wait, I think they were working on it to get a store site in the UK. So you will be getting Polymaker directly soon. I will ask my contact at Polymaker. No, I don't mean Sam Prentice, but you know who I mean. Joel. not jewel telling. So just a little tip here. So Zach is going to give a tip. If you buy some brand new filament and you never print with it before, what I usually do, not to waste too much filament, print something small that you know the settings are basically correct, right? So one of the options is to print something like a Banshee. It takes like an hour to print and you don't need to have unnecessary supports because it prints without supports. So in my case, if I'm going to print on the Prusa Core 1 some printed solid Jesse, there probably is a profile for it. But if there is no profile for it and you are going to test something out, try Banshee, try calibration cube, something that doesn't require so much filament. Once you get the nice settings and you are satisfied with the print result from it, then you can use that filament profile on something like the Prusa Core 1 and go for bigger prints. You know how it is going to look like once it is printed, right? So don't waste too much filament, but just be cautious with it. Try something, and then once you're satisfied with it, you can throw the bigger prints in. That being said, it's better that way. It's the only way. Or maybe watch some YouTube videos, not specifically from Zach, of course, but from the better 3D printer content creators. Just kidding. No, there are some amazing content creators. I love them. I just a little thing. I said it last week a couple of times. You know, I was going to 3DPrintopia with the intention to make footage, to record footage. Basically in 5 hours I was done walking around. The video I posted today is basically all the footage that I did. So I covered the main floor, I covered the ring, and I covered the aux hall. So if you don't know what the aux hall is, it's basically a separate room where also a few booths were set up for the other things that, you know, couldn't fit inside the main room, the main space. So for next year, they are going to Philadelphia, downtown Philadelphia, in a convention center called Pennsylvania Convention Center. So basically going by plane to Philadelphia International Airport. You take a train directly to a specific point, so the metro, and then once there are a lot of hotels close by. The prices would be higher, but yeah, it's what it is. But then everything will be in the same space. So you have the big booths, you have the bigger content creators with a bigger table, and you have the makers and other stuff all in the same space. Not lower level, higher level, and a separate room. No, all in one hall. If you saw the video footage of the Remurf, for example, that are two big halls, but the ceiling is lower. You will see that, you know, but it's huge. It's big. I think the, you know, Remurf is one of the biggest. But it's fun. You see a lot of people, a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool things people do with their printers. It's just amazing. So if you ever have the chance to travel to one of those events, please go. It's worth your time. At least I think it's worth the time. And I spent also a lot of money to it, because the average trip to for something like 3DPrintopia, the cheapest one that I did was an hotel that was less than 300 euro. A rental car was less than 300 euro. And airplane ticket was also something like that. Still, it cost me like 1,200 euros in total for everything. So including the food, including everything I needed. It is fun. It's nice hanging out with people you know only from the social medias. They are approachable. You can go to, for example, Grant from 3D Musketeers. Very amazing dude. In real life, he is so fun. He is nice hanging out. We know each other. We talk. Of course, everybody is talking to each other. So yeah, sometimes I'm absorbing the conversations, the atmosphere stuff, and then people are saying, "Zach, why are you so silent?" No, I am absorbing. I don't need to talk all the time. I also want to listen and to, I don't want to say I'm the background, but it's for some people feeling like that. I don't know. It's fun. I also had a small chit-chat with Joe Prusha at the after party on Saturday evening. Great guy. So much fun. And also, for the people who tuned in later in this live stream, so my intention was to make footage, to interviews, stuff like that. But sometimes you have to be open for changes. So I brought my positron, which is out of frame currently, but it's standing right here. I can touch it. You basically can see the display right behind this thing here. There you have the display. I'm not going to move the microphone arm. One of my friends from Germany is Jantek. The other guy is Hendrik. He sometimes also pops into the stream, into the chat. Jantek also does. So what happened? Jan got sick, and I said to him, "Oh, I will fix my positron. I will set it here so that you have also a printer on your table, because he had also some small little items to show people." So yeah, he got ill during the afternoon, and he was brought back to the hotel by somebody, and some other person fell in for his table. But the second day he wasn't there either. He was still very ill. He was not feeling well, according also to Hendrik. So yeah, Zach had 1.5 day off the table, covering for somebody that I like. I never really saw his videos, but I did see his post on Twitter, and I know where his channel was a little bit about. So instead of making advertisements from my own channel, I said, like, I'm not that guy, I'm not Jantek, but check out the QR code here on the table. Check out his content. Sometimes there were some people coming to me like, "Oh, I watch all your videos." I think you mean the videos from Jantek, right? Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I'm not him. So yeah, I was advertising for somebody else for a change. That's Zach in a nutshell. It's it's not being selfish. It's helping friends out. That is what friends do. And I think in the 3D printing space there should not be hostile sides, that people don't like the other channels, I mean, I can talk with Joel. I can talk with of course Sam Prentice. I can talk with many people in the same space on the same platform. I don't mind. I do care what they do, but I don't care, in the sense of like fighting over, "Oh, he stole my idea," and there you have it. Oh, thanks, Dave. Ich weiß nicht, was du meinst. No, Jantek is a very cool guy. He's a young guy as well. He's 22, I believe he said. But he and Hendrik were going to New York for several days as well. So I hope that all went way better. So Dave, like mentioned, I am going next year and have a booth at the 3DPrintopia. Hey, Tripod! I do need to mention, and I'm very honest with that. From all the things that I've seen, you see so many cool stuff at 3DPrintopia and all other events, but especially what Tripod had on his table, it's amazing. It's kind of 3D printing, but then it's not. It's 3D object inside of a, what is that, acrylic or glass? And he has done that with a laser. So beautiful. I think you have a video of that on your YouTube channel. But anyways, so cool. And also the excavator. Tripod laser was awesome. Yeah. I have seen those glass things with the model inside so many times, but never thought how it actually is being made. And now we have those laser engravers. Is it doing engraving, or what does it actually do? Sounds almost like this little meme on TikTok, you know? What do 3D printer 3D artists actually do? Crystal. Okay, it's crystal. I mean, you can bring so many things to an event like that, but something like that is unique. It's amazing, and it's cool. Maybe the laser itself is not cool to the crystal, but it's Commaker OmniX. I did a review on my channel. Wait a second. I don't give a shit. Oh yeah. Hey, 3D HP Jerry, how are you doing, sir? So I cannot really pin this link because there is a giveaway for Polymaker is going on. I will close the form in 6 minutes. So if you just joined, you know what to do. Click the link, fill in the form, and win a spool of Polymaker filament if your name is being drawn in the wheel of names. Howdy, Jerry. Hey, DaVinci 10, how are you doing? Great to see you. Good, good. Nice. I think I have a hair on my cheek. Yeah, I've got also beard hair. And I did see Sergio in real life. Awesome, dude. I mean, he was standing Sunday. He was standing at the booth of Yamtech where I was covering for him. And he was standing in front of me and he was looking at me like, like, I was like, huh? And he was like, oh, Sergio. Oh, cool. Son is plastic gauge. Oh, UPS is bringing the Elegoo Centauri car today. That's nice. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club of the Centauri Carbon owners. You're one of us. Not one of mine. Ding. Oh. Wow, that's a difference. We'll unbox tomorrow. Cool. So I'm going to close the link. So far, 11 people have entered the form. I'm going to close the form in 3, 2, 1. I have never tested or reviewed any 3D scanners. I can. Yeah, I can imagine that. Oh, my back. So look into the spreadsheet. So we are going to enter the names. Do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Got 11 entries. Let's share my screen. So I'm going to switch to the display cam. And I'm going to shuffle 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Not sure how that works, but some streamers use that for the scanners. Where was this about? Can we do the marble game instead of the Wheel of Fortune? Oh wait, some streamers use that. Let's see. Let's go back to that. Marble name. Is it Chinese? We need to discuss this in on Discord. I'm not going to do that now. Maybe the next time. So I shuffled 7 times. I'm having a seller's remorse after selling 5 printers at 3D. Oh my gosh. Really, Dave? You sold some printers and now you regret it? Anyways, I have shuffled it 7 times. I'm going to spin now. 3, 2, 1. So may the odds be ever in your favor. Tunkai, are you in chat? Are you in chat? Congratulations. Highlight the winner. Let's take some nice color. So after the stream, I will make sure to send out an email to you. You will get a winners form with a code. You need to fill everything in, and then everything is set. So, and let's run a Polymaker ad.
So when it comes to 3D printing, I always like to use Polymaker, and especially their new Panchroma filaments. They are amazing, and I still don't understand why not more people are using Panchroma from Polymaker. It's the best filament, having also a lot of colors. Look at how beautiful that looks like. My gosh, I know, Zach, I don't know where he is. He just left. And I thought, like, why not making a little advertisement of Polymaker? Go to polymaker.com and get your Panchroma or many other amazing filaments from Polymaker. I know, this sounds a little bit sketchy, but trust me, if you are looking for some filaments, don't look any further. Just head out to polymaker.com or maybe Panchroma. Oh, let's head over to that. Let's copy one of your amazing spools and say hi from Polyfilm.
You thought I was gone, huh? No, I wasn't. By far, I was doing some administrative work. So yeah, I had a lot of fun at 3DPrintopia. Also, was amazing to see Tripod and Jenny again, and some other amazing and other amazing people. And like mentioned, I'm not feeling tired at all last couple of days. I'm going to bed early. I mean, yeah, on the Tuesday I went earlier to bed than normal, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, well, it's Friday. So I'm feeling all well. But maybe I'm jinxing it now. Didn't I say an hour ago that I was going to grab a can of Monster? Yeah, maybe I should do that. Is the audio still working? Got a message about the audio. Yeah, currently it's raining outside. I don't like it. I was thinking about it to take the positron from the workbench and then put it here, but then there's a spool of filaments sitting on the backside that I need to print a bracket for it so that I can hang the spool on the positron itself. So if you lift it up, you know, have a problem. It's working fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, maybe it was silent, and so YouTube thought like, hey, maybe there's something wrong. I don't know what's wrong. The audio stream current bitrate 0 is lower than the recommended bitrate. We recommend that you use... Oh, nothing. It's gone again. I don't know. I mean, I don't see any dropped frames. CPU is looking all right. The frames per second is looking all right. 10,000 kilobit per second. So I don't see any problem here on my end. Maybe YouTube is a little bit dull. I don't know. So I don't know if I'm going to stream next Friday. It's unknown. I'm still dealing with some issues, like mentioned before. But there are some things that I want to do, maybe also need to do. So the Ender NG build is going to continue the next time. There are some other printer builds coming. Video wise, I did mention before, but for the people who didn't hear that, there are some other projects coming where I'm going to make a storytelling driven kind of video type instead of a, you know, what you see is what you get kind of video. I don't know. Sounds maybe weird. I don't know. I'm weird. But hey, that's okay. I always say I'm weird, but I'm living in Venray. What's your excuse? I had an advert pop up around the same time. Yeah, you didn't miss out on anything, I guess. But just like mentioned before, different kind of content is going to come. If I'm going to cover something with a slicer, how to add a printer to your slicer, stuff like that, I'm going to do it more like in a storytelling way. So something happened and then something else happened and then I'm going to do this and then I get this cube out of it with the setting that I've used, something like that, instead of like we used to do 5 years ago, because we need to change. Oh, thanks, Jerry. But I mean, like, also business-wise, you know, if you keep doing the same thing you are doing without improving it, it's kind of okay for the time, but after a while, it's going to be, you know, a little bit harder. And I need to learn how to make more storytelling driven kind of videos. I mean, more kind of Netflix, I guess. But I have a brand new camera. I don't know if other people saw it. So I don't know if you ever saw my old camera. If possible, sometimes investing in 3D printers is okay, you know, keep content going. But then sometimes it's also good to invest in new gear, stuff that helps to make some better quality content. Of course, there's nothing wrong with an iPhone. There's nothing wrong with a budget kind of camera. But I used this camera for quite a long time, and for, you know, the standards 2020 till still now. This is a great camera. This is a Canon M50. Good wide angle lens. Nice. What you see is what you get. This is a Rode microphone, works nice. But you know, I thought to upgrade to a Sony camera. Also a flip screen to the right of the camera. wide angle lens. Basically, this lens is as much as the camera itself. I don't know why. There are still some things that I need to learn with this camera. I talked with Dylan. I want to say Dylan from Overture, but he was always standing at the Overture booth. I need to look for a dummy battery so I can put that in if I make recordings here, because this camera is going to be used more frequent in you know, here in the studio. One of the cool things is that as you can see on the bottom side here, we have the connection for putting the mount for the tripod, and then here we have the battery. Now what happens all the time when you have attached the mounting plate, you cannot open the battery cover. It's always in the way. Well, with this one, even though I do have the mounting plate on there, I can still open the cover. That's it. For the money, that's great. I mean, like, every single time when you have the camera put in the tripod like that, and you see that the battery is empty, you can open it and then take the battery out or swap the SD card, which makes it life a whole lot easier. It's a nice camera, one of the recommended cameras to buy. Oh wait, if possible, Tunkai, can you place the Discord link again? So this is an amazing camera. I still need to learn how to use it, but it's also very nice if you are taking close-ups, or nobody wants to see close-up from my face, I guess. But if I make a you know, talking head video, the background I can blur out easier. So that's nice. Or easier? Ah, you know what I mean. And also put it in like that. Something like this. Beautiful camera, nice. Yeah. A bit more. I mean, this whole camera is basically like this was in total like, this is twice the price, including the lens. I was walking around with a additional Sony battery because I knew that Sam Prentice is also using a Sony camera. Then he uses different batteries. Yes, thank you. Yeah. I love this expression. Als je doet wat je deed, dan krijg je wat je kreeg. Oh. If you do what you did, you'll get what you got. Nice. My Canon has trouble reading the SD card like that. It has a dummy battery. SL3 Rebel. Ooh, yeah, the Rebel is also a good camera. Sorry to hear, man. I mean, at one point I had to step up with gear wise. There are some attachments and some other stuff like you know, like a bigger screen to set on top. Also, I'm going to see if it is possible to get some soft boxes as well. But this room is so small that, yeah, this room is so small. If I put two soft boxes in here and turn them on, the whole room would be lit up. It's crazy. How I would be in a display case basically. Because sometimes if I put lights on and I put the camera there, it's so bright that it doesn't look great on the camera. I also have the DaVinci Studio. I still need to figure some things out in order to have a easier workflow for the video editing. Montana Maker, hey, how are you doing, sir? Great to see you. Yeah, so some little things needs to be improved. I'm actually thinking about it to take some courses, but then I also need to have time because never. Can I say it? Yeah, I just do. I don't care. Yeah. So basically following courses in order to make the content flow better, because since the early days I did try to use scripts, but then without a script it's for me easier going. I did try it, one time on when was it, I think on a Tuesday, I was writing the whole thing up, writing the whole thing in Google Docs, and I was like, yeah, this is cool, this is amazing stuff, And at one point I was thinking like, yeah, in the meantime that I'm typing this whole script, I could also have made the video. I mean, like, you are at it to it, you are already working on it, so why not? Good evening from Montana. How are you doing, buddy? Yeah, those things like cameras and some editing equipment, they can be expensive, and I fully understand that. But the thing is, at some point you need to invest gear, courses, some additional stuff in order to have a easier flow. It won't come for free, Yeah, some things can come for free, but then maybe cutting corners, and then cutting corners is going to work a little bit, but then not. Yeah, cool. Montana Maker is there as a YouTube channel member. You can also be a YouTube member or a Patreon supporter. Just check out the links and feel free to join the Discord. Tunkai is a moderator there. He is doing some amazing things there, because I have no clue what I'm doing on Discord or how it works, but he does, and so he's basically managing the part on Discord. So great thanks to Tunkai. And I'm checking out if it is possible to do once a month a giveaway of a spool of Polymakers, something like that, and have a more attractive Discord as well. You can post your 3D printer setups, and it doesn't have to be fancy. It can be a 3D printer on a small table sitting somewhere in the corner, but having the best time of its life and be as effective as possible. It can also be a whole storage space filled with 3D printers and looking very slick. Those kind of things you can post as well. I mean, it's amazing. The footage or the pictures can be used in an upcoming video or an upcoming live stream where we are going to rate those and maybe do something, I don't want to say crazy with it, but more in the sense of, giving out some prizes, right? after to the community. Thank you. Sometimes I wonder what I bring to the communities. I mean, I do my thing, and I still need to. There are some other things. Like I'm looking here to here. This is what I see currently. See this? This is my website. This is my website, guys. But it looks fun, but page is under construction. Images, text and prices are placeholders and will be updated once the shop opens. I mean, so far, and I actually never saw this part of the page. They all talking about the same thing, I guess. So yeah, like mentioned, I did do something a few months ago and didn't do anything afterwards. That's also something I really want to work on. I want to make stuff, sell stuff, do stuff for customers. Getting out of my comfort zone for once. That's phase 2 of the makeover. What do you mean? That's phase 2 of the makeover. I mean, what I said about Discord? About rate my setup on my 3D print workspace. Yeah, but that is the thing. I want to draw more people to a specific spot. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh, by the way, I did test out the desktop. It is working, but there is something standing on the screen once it's booted up. I think I need to install Windows again. Let's see it like that. Yeah, the longer I think about certain things, the more I want to do something with that. And then next day I think about something else, still thinking about the thing that I thought about the day before. Now I'm like, I want to make stuff. I get those ideas and then, oh yeah, I want to, yeah. Then I need to start designing and work on it and stuff like that. Not that I don't want to, but the thing is time. I don't want to surpass me. Surpass me? Just shoot me a message via Discord what the issue is. Filler material. Because basically, of course, I have STL Flex and I can print basically all models from that site. But I also then start to produce. If you understand what I mean. So meaning I need to, I have enough printers to actually run a print farm. But in my opinion, maybe I'm wrong, but if you have multiple of the same printer, having the same capability, then you can push out as much as possible. You know, you can send the same file to all other printers without, you know, switching back and forth in the slicer. Then you also need to contact a filament company in order to, you know, have a constant flow of the right filaments. And I you know, business wise, of course I want to use Polymaker filament or some other more premium like filaments. What are you going to get then is that your model is going to be up in price. But who is going to buy it? I have to do some marketing research or, you know, marketing research in order to find the products for the area that I want to send my models to. Find my niche, my audience, or my potential customers, and fill the gaps. And basically not print the same thing everybody else is printing, because I have seen what it can do. You know, that for example, the wife of Taylor, Nero 3D, the canoe maker, his wife was at a cosplay or a some kind of market, and she could easily see that some tables are, you know, having the same model, the same printer. So yeah, there are some things that I still am working inside of my head. So I want to put some unique things on the market that are fun to sell as a kit, you know, that people can actually make those, or, you know, assemble those kind of like a little kit build or something. So yeah, and I still didn't take a can of Monster. I'm a monster myself. So I will go down and get a can of Monster with my favorite sock, if I can find it. So I will be right back. Just a second. Anyways. Cheers. I know, it's past 12 and I'm drinking Monster. I don't think it's a good idea, but anyways. I do it anyways. So, yeah. I always thought that that this was the normal standard and this was the light version. And here it says Ultra Rosa, Rosa, yeah. And this one says Strawberry. No sleep for you. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, like mentioned, the attic is a temporary thing. I'm going to build something in my garden, but I need to see for time span wise when it is going to happen. I think within half a year. But I will make also, like I did here, I'm going to make videos about it. I'm also going to make some little changes there if I feel a reason for that. And I know it sounds a little bit weird, but I don't know at what point I'm going to build the new studio in the garden. But I also need to finish that part. And so all printers then need to move downwards into the new studio. So basically it's going to be a big, well insulated shed, 7 meters long by 4 meters. The walls would be 2.40 meters at the lowest, and at the highest, so on the point of the roof, maximum like 280, so that on the outside that the roof is not higher than 3 meters above the mowing field, grass. I don't know. I don't know how you say it in English. Sounds fun. Can't wait for the content. Yeah, so that is basically the thing that I want to do. I want to show and make more stuff instead of talking and don't do anything. So it's going to be more creating. So, and when you have the whole thing, so you have then 7 meters by 4. And as a little reminder, my small studio that I had before the attic was 2 by 3 meters. So 3/4 of so 3 meters by 2 meters, and then basically it fits like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in there. So, and there will be 2 sections. One section is the studio, the other section will be the print farm. I'm going to talk with a company in the Czech Republic to make a nice deal to get similar printers, and then as a business, and then finding out how everything works business wise. So the studio side will have the normal regular 3D printers, the ones that you will see here, there as well. I would have more space, and I will always can get more space if I want to, because my garden is like 16 meters long, and I only be using 7 of those. So there will be some little more space that I can eat up. And I can always take like 2.5 meter extra for like the work space kind of thing, like with tools like a circular saw, table saw, like a drill, stuff like that. Things that I actually need for making stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. And yes, that would mean that the garden will be a whole lot smaller, but I mean, with the 16 by 6 meters that I have now, I have plenty of garden. And then we are living in the Netherlands. We have plenty of woods and green stuff around our house. So yeah, not that I'm living next to a forest. Hey, the forest is close by. And I have to make sure that all the walls are very well insulated, and the floor as well, because I was thinking about the concept. I was like, yeah, you will actually going to see a video about that, because I am thinking about it to make content about the designing process, how it will look like, and that everybody is actually able to make the same shit as well. It's going to be amazing. I wanted to say there is still enough garden after that. Technically, I know that you can go to the city and ask if they want to sell you part of the space that is behind it, but then it's going to make the whole thing weird. I mean, Tunka, you saw how wide and how deep the garden was, and so basically, from fence to fence in the wide part, in the width part, is like almost 6 meters. And so having the shed being like 4 meters on the inside, so that would be probably around like 4.50 meters. And so for the 7 meter would be like 7.50 meters. I was thinking about it to pour a concrete slab, but that means a lot of additional manual labor. For within the Netherlands, I think that is the best option, but I need to see how cheap I can actually do this, because concrete nowadays, I calculated the price, and the price would be around the 2,500 and the 4,000 euros for a concrete foundation. But that would mean that although it's a sport on the ground, like you would normally do with a normal regular house, it's not going to be in house. So it doesn't have to be that strong, that heavy, that much concrete, but still you need to have a decent amount of concrete poured. So Then I will make the first frame and then fill it up with some filler concrete to make it level. And then I'm going to build the additional frame, walls, stuff like that, built right onto that. And I'm going to see how it is going to look like. So yeah, there will be much more space, much more content that I can create. And I mean, like, the studio would be like 4 meters long by 3 meters. Then I still have the print or the print farm part, and that would be 4 by 4, so 16 square meters. I think you can put a lot of shelf and printers there in order to, you know, produce. And I can use shelves like these in there. Those are 1 meter 80. But I can also go for a different route and basically make them all by myself using some printed parts and wood, so that it would look great, right? But that's some mind or some ideas that I have that I can work on. So great times. So within 8 minutes, basically, I'm going to end this live stream. 3 hours, I think, is long enough. Like mentioned, there will be a giveaway live stream since I have reached the 10,000 subscribers. I need to see which kind of prizes there will be going in, which companies want to sponsor the stream as well. It will be also a fundraising live stream, not like the 24 hours that I did last year. I don't say that 24 hours is pretty long, but I want to just do a normal live stream from 3 or 4 hours and then do some giveaways, and in the meantime giving also to a charity like the SMF. I like them. I have a connection with them. They are fun people, nice people. I have met several of the students of the SMF. So fun what they are doing. So I don't know who else is still in chat. Montana Maker, Tunkai, maybe Da Vinci 10 is still there. Cherry. And some RGB lights in the studio. I'm also going to work on the Z3DP printers because I still see people adding comments to what I've done. They want to see something. Challenges. Hey, Raj is still here. You are the number 2. Tunkai is number 1. How is that possible? I have no idea. Anyways, I'm out of words. Is that even possible? Zach is out of words. I don't know. I'm still here too. Dale, Mac 3D. Yeah, I'm still thinking about the guy who said, "Hey, hello, Zach," and Zachary. I was like, sorry. You should make me a mod. Yeah, there was a time I had a lot of moderators of the channel, basically for the streams. It's now just basically a handful of people, and they are doing well. Maybe in the future, Hutch. Maybe you're tired. No, actually, I'm not tired at all. I'm awake. I don't want to say energetic. Just ask me something about 3D printing. Come, let's go. Let's do this. Yeah, this is one of the vapes that I bought in the US as this is a disposable one with USB-C charging possibility. I mean, I already charged it once. There's enough liquid in there. I was at a vape shop or a smoke shop. I don't know. It's called Smoke King. Yeah, original, right? And I need to have coils for this one. Because now currently, I think the last coil is in there. And if this one runs out, I think next week I definitely have to replace it, or within 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You don't want to have a burnt coil because that tastes awful. So I really need to buy a new top, or else I cannot use this one. How much ASA you have printed? And the pitfalls. I need to print some, but stuff scares me. Well, it scared me so much that because I have heard about ASA, I don't have any spool of ASA laying around, but that's the also same kind of things as ABS, but prints better, they say, but it scares me as well. Is ABS CF or ASA CF okay to print in your office while working? I would say, and this is my opinion about it. I have printed so many times ABS and the room smells like ABS. But at this moment, my window on that side, you can see a little part of the window right here. The window is a little bit open. You hear the interstate next to the house. Tunka knows. There's a big interstate next to our house. Not in the area, but just next to the neighborhood. So let's say that like that. It smells. So printing with your windows closed, ABS, ASA stuff, I don't recommend that, but make sure to have it ventilated. That's all I can say about it. Dry hits the best ones, especially with mesh coils. Yeah. Yeah, this is a very good built coil. But I don't get. There's a vape shop in Germany that I go to now for the e-liquid aromas. The base liquids I need to buy here at Jumbo, but the coils I cannot get in Germany. I was actually thinking about it to buy a different vape. Oh, Joseph Prussia saw me at the after party with this thing walking inside, and he said, Jesus, Zach, what is that? I said, you know exactly what this is. This is a bigger vape. I like to suck on big things. Yeah, that's what I said to Joe. He is also vaping. Yeah. In those areas we are making jokes and we don't mean anything out of it. It's just joking around. So the Prusa Vape one? Oh, that would be amazing. I mean, in the 3D printing space, I see a lot of people vaping. How do I know? I mean, if I look around, I can count already 1, 2, 3. I know there's a fourth one here. Oh, wait. Do I have one coil? Oh, I do have one coil. These are the coils that I need. So yeah, about ASA and ABS, I don't have that much knowledge about it. Yeah, ABS, I have some knowledge about it. I can print with several printers, ABS perfectly fine, but because being able to print stuff for vape gear is so handy. Oh yes, indeed, Tunkai. So anyways, it's almost 1 a.m. in the morning, my time. I'm going to end this live stream. Next time I will be streaming. I don't know if it is going to be next week or the week after, but I'll need to see. Have to go. Have a nice night. Well, I also have to go. Not that I have to go, but I'm going. Yeah. So next time I will be continuing with the Ender NG build. There are still a lot of things that I need to do, but you will see that in the next stream. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. You are amazing, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Bye-bye.
So when it comes to 3D printing, I always like to use Polymaker, and especially their new Panchroma filaments. They are amazing, and I still don't understand why not more people are using Panchroma from Polymaker. It's the best filament, having also a lot of colors. Look at how beautiful that looks like. My gosh, I know, Zach, I don't know where he is, he just left, and I thought, like, why not making a little advertisement of Polymaker? Go to polymaker.com and get your pen chroma or many other amazing filaments from Polymaker. I know, this sounds a little bit sketchy, but trust me, if you are looking for some filaments, don't look any further. Just head out to polymaker.com or maybe pen chroma. Oh, let's head over to that. Let's copy one of your amazing spools and say hi from Polyfilm.